Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, but I will say though, you know what is realistic? Okay, so the issue with the decommissioning 5, 10, 15 years out is it's out of sight, out of mind, right? And so in that length of time, the responsibility for that could have changed between a dozen people. But what is really, really achievable and manageable and economical and makes sense is that when you're budgeting for new furniture, or whether it's a combination of new and pre-owned furniture, you still likely are decommissioning a space, going from one space to the newer space, or whether it's an existing space that's getting a refresh. And so budgeting for a sustainable decommissioning of the assets that you have currently, or the assets that are going to be decommissioned as a result of whatever project you're working on, that makes absolute sense.
I've never decommissioned furniture that I bought in my role. And so I think that's probably pretty typical of, we keep stuff 10, 15, 20 years. And so whenever making a decision in the future, I'm like, it might be me, it might not be. But the idea of rolling it into the decommissioning the old furniture and what I'm buying now, there's something there, but I think that would take the manufacturers or the dealers willing to do that.
When you're purchasing new furniture, what are you purchasing? What will its end of life look like? Sometimes that is more expensive in that furniture that's easily decommissionable. Are we willing to pay that? And then, of course, the decommissioning of what you have, either for a refresh or a move, we bring in folks who can help us do that. But then understanding, what are they doing with it? Are they really doing it sustainably? There's a lot of firms out there that decommission furniture, but where does it really go?